Hi everybody. In last lecture we have studied the validity of an argument by using indirect method. Okay. Now depending on validity or by method of direct and indirect proof, we have some examples related to that part. Okay. In that first example is prove that root 2 is irrational by contradiction. Okay, that means you have to prove that root 2 is irrational by using contradiction. Now contradiction means what? You have to consider its which we have to prove its negation part, and we have to make a contradiction to it. That means if here let P is a statement that root 2 is irrational. So its negation will be, negation of P is root 2 is rational. Okay, we have to consider negation. Okay, where therefore now by definition of rational number there exists x comma y belongs to z such that root 2 can be expressed as in the form of rational, that is x upon y, where y is not equal to 0, and GCD of x comma y is equal to 1. Okay, GCD of x y is equal to 1 means they do not have a common divisors other than 1. That means GCD of 2 comma 3 is equal to 1. That means common divisor of 2 and 3, greatest common divisor of 2 and 3 is 1, or they are relatively prime. Okay, this part will become in paper second also. We will see in next part. Now we have to only consider GCD of x y is equal to 1. Now here given root 2 is equal to x upon y. We have considered that root 2 is equal to x upon y. Therefore, which means that taking square will imply that taking square on both sides, it will give 2 is equal to x square upon y square. Okay, therefore x square will be equal to twice y square. Write it as equation number 1. Okay, now here given x square is even here because it is in a multiple of 2. X square is equal to 2y square, which means here x square is written in a form of multiple of 2, because the definition of an even number is a number which is a multiple of 2 is known as an even number. Now if x square is even number, then x is also even. Okay, as that means but it is a property of an even number. Okay, if we consider x is a even, so its square is also even. Okay, that means if x square is even, then its root is also even. Therefore as x is even, it can be written as, therefore it can be written as x is equal to twice a, where a belongs to z. Put in equation 1. We get, now put x is equal to twice a in equation 1. It can be written as twice a square. Left side x square is twice a square is equal to twice y square. Okay, so it will give twice a square is 4a square is equal to twice y square. Therefore twice a square is equal to y square. Therefore it gives that y square is written as twice a square, where a belongs to z. Therefore y square is also even. Y square is also even. As y square is even, y is also even. Okay, therefore x and y, both x and y are both even. Okay, but we have considered GCD of xy. Here we have considered GCD of xy is equal to 1 because it is an in the form of rational number. So here it is considered that GCD of x and y should be equal to 1. Therefore, as x and y are both even, therefore GCD of xy will not be equal to GCD of xy is not equal to 1, which is contradiction. Therefore, negation of P is false. Negation of P is false, which implies that negation P is false means which P is true. Negation P is false. म्हणजे P false असे negation P is false तर P काय असला पाहिजे? True असला पाहिजे. म्हणजे P is true, therefore you can say that root 2 is irrational number. Root 2 is irrational. Okay. Now consider the next example. If n is an odd integer, then n square is an odd integer. Prove by direct method. Okay. That means in this solution we have to directly consider the first part, that is n is odd integer. So we consider, suppose n is an odd integer. Therefore, n can be written as, by definition of an odd, it can be written as twice k plus 1. n is equal to twice k plus 1, where k belongs to z. Okay, it is a definition of an odd number. That means you may take a number for k is equal to 0, it will be 1. K is equal to 1, it is 2 plus 1 3. K is equal to 2, it is 4 plus 1 5. All these are odd numbers. So its general form of odd is n is equal to twice k plus 1. Now making square on both sides, taking square on both sides, it will give n square is equal to twice k plus 1 bracket square. Now which will equal to twice k plus 1 bracket square is twice k bracket square plus 2 into twice k into 1, which is 2 into twice k, plus 1 square, which is 1, which is 4k square plus 4k plus 1. Okay, that means here this number can be written as 2 into bracket twice k square plus twice k plus 1, which is equal to twice t plus 1, where t is equal to twice k square plus twice k, which is belongs to z, because k belongs to z, so t will be also in a z. Okay, so we get n square is equal to twice t plus 1. That means which is in a general form of an odd number only, which can be written in twice k plus 1 form, where k belongs to z. Here it is twice t plus 1, where t belongs to z, because twice k square plus 2k, it is an integer, k is integer, so its multiplication and addition is also integer. So n square is also written in a odd number form, so which implies that, or which gives n square is odd integer. Okay, so this is a process of solving the example. For this we have to consider, for direct we have to consider direct method. In that direct method we will consider the statement directly and apply rules or any rules which we have required. Now here next example is prove by direct method that the sum of two rational number is again rational. Is rational. Now first we have to consider here sum of two rational numbers. We have to consider two rational number here. First, let us consider R is equal to P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0, and S is equal to T upon U, where U not equal to 0, be two rational numbers, be two rational numbers, such that here PQ TU belongs to Z. Okay, this all should be an integer. Now we have to take addition. We have to prove that sum of two rational number, we have to, by using direct method, that is we have to directly add these two number. So consider R plus S, and we have to check addition of 2 is a rational or not. So it is P upon Q plus T upon U. We have to make an LCM, so we have to make cross multiplication. U multiplied P is P into U plus Q into T divided by Q into U. Okay, so here Pu plus Qt is an integer here, because multiplication of integer is integer and addition of integer is again integer, as P, Q, U, T are all integers. Then Pu plus Qt will be integer or belongs to Z, and Qt also belongs to Z. So it is again integer upon integer form. So R plus S, which will imply that R plus S is a rational number. Okay, so here it is a rational number. Okay, so this is our second example. Next example. Okay, this is a proof by using direct method. Next example is using indirect method. Using indirect method, we have to prove that if n is an integer, it is given that n is integer and n square is odd, then that means here integer square is odd, then n is odd. We have to prove that n is odd by using indirect method. So we prove by contradiction. Assume that n is not odd. Here it is n is integer and we have to prove that n square is odd, then we have to prove that n is odd. That means what we have to prove? N is odd. Okay, this part is to prove. Now in indirect method we have to consider its contradiction. That means n is not odd, which implies that, or you may say that n is even. That means you can say that n is equal to twice k, where k belongs to Z. Okay. Now here we have to claim that n square is odd. Okay. Now consider n square is equal to twice k square, which is equal to 4k square, which can be written as 2 into twice k square, which is even. Okay, because square of even is again even. Here therefore n square is even. But in question it is given that n square is odd. It is therefore it is a contradiction to n square is odd. Therefore, which means that our assumption is wrong. our assumption is wrong, that is we have to consider assumption is wrong, which implies that, or you may say that this assumption what we have assumed that n is not odd is wrong. That means n should be odd. N is odd. Okay. Now consider next example. Prove that if n is an integer and n square plus 5 is odd, then n is even. Okay, by using direct method. Okay, so first should consider here it is given that n is integer. Given n is integer, and suppose n square plus 5 is odd. Suppose n square plus 5 is odd. That means, therefore, n square plus 5 is equal to twice k plus 1, where k belongs to z. Okay. So here we have to prove that n is even. This part we have to prove, which implies that, or which gives n square is equal to twice k plus 1 minus 5. Okay, which is equal to, or which can be written as n square is equal to twice k minus 4. Now twice k minus 4, that means you may take 2 common, so it only remain 2 into bracket k minus 2. So as k is an integer, k minus 2 will be also integer. Here k minus 2 belongs to z. Therefore n square is even number. As n square is an even number, therefore n is even. Okay, that means which is our required proof. Okay, hence proof. Okay, so for today we will stop here. Here our first unit logic is completed. Okay, so if you have any query related to logic, please send me a messages related to which point you are not getting. Okay, so on WhatsApp or in our Google Classroom. Okay, so try examples to solve related to this unit more and more. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you.